Just go and kind of go ahead and send a last minute text message, a last minute reminder, guys. That would be absolutely amazing. Get someone else in front of this call with you. If you want to send out any last minute calls, text messages, guys, that would be absolutely amazing. Nice, 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 nice. You guys can go ahead and just drop some flames in the chat if you're already having an absolutely amazing day on this holiday. Make sure everyone has an awesome day today. Guys are gonna get started in just about 30 seconds. Gonna get started in just about 30 seconds. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. It is now 1:01. I want to go ahead and get this call started and respect everybody's time. You guys are in for an absolute treat today. We are here to discuss one of my favorite subjects, which is money and how to make more of it. First, I want to say that you guys should be thanking the person who ever invited you to this call because they saw the value of this powerful information and decided and saw fit that you should be in front of this information as well so that you can begin to transform your life. I was absolutely excited, overwhelmed when this individual, my guest speaker for the day, said yes to do this call with me, and she would be able to present this wonderful information for you guys. She is absolutely helping tons of families, guys. She's making a whole lot of money, and she is having the most fun through the entire process, guys. Her background is in education. She is a mother, and let me tell you guys, this is an absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal individual. I was so excited when she took time out of her busy schedule and said yes to do this call with me. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way and hand this call over to the lovely Miss Rickelle Albury. Miss Albury, are you there on the line?
Hey, Peter, I am here. Can you see me and hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Awesome. Thank you so much for hosting this call today. You know, everybody drop some ones in the chat, drop some fire in the chat for Peter. He had his music going. He had us, you know, energized, getting us in the mood because we are about to hear some awesome information. And Peter, I just want to give it back to you and just tell you thank you for everything that you're doing in this organization. You've been in here for just over a month, going on 2 months, and you are definitely making strides. So I appreciate you and thank you for, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone, hosting this call today. You did an absolutely amazing job, and I definitely appreciate you. Thanks, Peter. All right. So like Peter said, you know, I have my background in education, and I am now using my skill set in education to now teach persons the information that I am learning as to how to get to the right side of money. And I'm going to explain to you in just a few moments exactly what that means. But if you're like me, you were told, go to school, get a good education, get good grades so you can get a good job and make good money. Well, I did that. Actually, I did that twice. I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education and I have a master's degree in educational leadership. So I definitely did that, but I never got around to making all that money. So, you know, nobody goes into education for the wealth. Everybody goes into education for the heart, for the passion, for the love. So when I was introduced to this opportunity, where I saw that persons were learning a skill set that allowed them to make my annual salary in a month, it surely piqued my interest. It was definitely something that I wanted to know more about, you know, and I took advantage of that opportunity. I said yes. and I am sharing this plan with my friends and family, and somebody shared it with you. So they thought so much about you today that they invited you to this call because they wanted you to hear this information. And we like to say that information changes situations. So if you have some situations, hopefully this information today is going to bring a positive change to that. So I just want you to say thank you to whoever invited you to the call. And like Peter said, we like to say that note takers are money makers. So have your notepads and have your pens, and we're going to dive right into this information. So I just want to begin by saying, what will you become? You know, and really think about that. What will you become? Who are you outside of the roles you play and the titles that you hold? Who are you? And what do you want to become? You know, what were some of those goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of 2020? And then take a look at it. Are you on target to really smashing those goals? You know, are you going to now have to reset, refocus to be able to meet those goals by the end of 2020? We're in our final quarter of this year, you know, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully now you are in a position to really think about where you wanted to see yourself at the end of this year. And if you're not on target, you have an opportunity to refocus. And if you need some help, you know, getting on target, hopefully this information today will help you. Now, when we think about what you will become, I want you to start that sentence with the words, I am. You know, I am are two of the most powerful words in our vocabulary because whatever you say after that, it's what's going to be manifested. So think about what you want to become, but picture yourself already there and write down 5 things right now as to what you want to become. And we're going to come back to that list in just a few moments. So on the screen now, I want to share with you a 4-way cash flow. So we call this the cash flow quadrant that was designed by Robert Kiyosaki, who is the author of a bestseller called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and you may have heard of him. On this cash flow quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki said it doesn't matter where you live, it doesn't matter who you are, the color of your skin, geographical boundaries don't matter, demographics don't matter. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are. There are only 4 ways that you can make money. Now let's see where you fit on this 4-way cash flow quadrant. On the left side of the 4-way cash flow quadrant, we have 60% of us that work for someone else. That means we are an employee, we work a job, and we get a salary. We don't go to work, we don't get paid. And I like to call this the 40-40-40 plan. You work 40 hours a week for about 40 years, and then you pray that you get to live off about 40% of that income. I'm not knocking a job, because if you have a job in this day and time, we want you to be grateful for that job, especially with everything we've gone through worldwide with this pandemic. Be grateful for your job, but be mindful that you don't have to be content with just a job. You know, there are more ways that we can make money, and we're going to hop into that right now. 35% of us, still on the left side of the quadrant, we work for ourselves. So we're self-employed. So this person is your photographer, your videographer, your hairstylist, your nail tech, your barber, your real estate agent, private practice doctors and lawyers. They're all self-employed. But really think about this. If they don't go to work and they're not able to see their clients and their clients can't come see them, then their cash flow is stopped. So they're just like an employee, but they just work for themselves. Do they have the time flexibility that they need? Do they have the financial flexibility that they need? You know, during this time with the pandemic, there were so many businesses that were shut down. Persons were unable to go to work. And if they weren't able to go to work, they weren't able to be paid. And this affected the left side of this cash flow quadrant. Now, the left side makes up 95% of us, but we only control 5% of the wealth. Now, really think about that. When I heard that for the first time, mathematically, that didn't even make sense to me. How can the majority control almost nothing? But let's move to the right side of this cash flow quadrant. 4% of us are business owners. So you say, well, what's the difference between a business owner and someone that's self-employed? Well, a business owner has people and systems in place to carry out the day-to-day operations of that business, and they don't necessarily have to be there. Think about Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon. When we were in the pandemic and we were ordering all of our products from Amazon, he was not in a warehouse fulfilling those orders, but he had people and he had systems in place to make sure that that was done. He may have been at a beach, at a bank, but he wasn't there, but he was still making his money. So a business owner doesn't necessarily have to be physically present at that job to be paid. So really think about that. We're on the right side of money now, ladies and gentlemen. Then 1% of us are investors. Here's where we now make our money work for us instead of us working so hard for it. Your cash can reproduce itself. How many of you are making your money make you money? If you're not, we have the perfect vehicle to talk to you about today to show you how you can allow your money to work for you instead of you working so hard for it. You can generate more income on a daily basis than you would by putting your money in a bank. We put our money in a bank, and at the end of the year, we get a 1% interest on our money. But we want to talk today about the foreign exchange trading market. And all that is changing one country's currency for another. Now, if you've traveled outside of your country at any time, you know that your money would have to be converted. That would be the US dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Japanese yen, the Great British pound. And I see that we have someone in here from Africa. So if we're moving outside of our country to another, we're going to have our money converted. And when we do that, we end up with more money, less money, or we break even. It all depends on where price is at that particular time. So the foreign exchange trading market is simply changing one country's currency for another. Now, currency is all about movement, and money moves. So as a result of this movement, we want to make sure that you are in position to benefit from this movement. Now, if you've traveled, that means if you've traveled outside of your country, that means that you have participated in the foreign exchange trading market, but you've done so passively, or you may not have even realized, because you would have gotten your money converted. So that's how you participated in the foreign exchange trading industry. Another way that you participate, and you probably don't know, is when you put your money in a bank, the bank goes ahead and invests your money into the foreign exchange trading market. Now, when they profit from your money, you don't see any of it. Like I said earlier, you maybe get 1% interest on your money that's in that bank. But how about you now invest your money in this same trading platform, and you're able to keep 100% of your profit? Now, the foreign exchange trading industry is the most lucrative financial industry that there is. Now, on this slide, it says that it's a $5.3 trillion industry, but that's been updated since this slide was even constructed. It's a $7 trillion industry. Now, can you imagine us on the right side of money getting 1% of that $7 trillion? I think that will put a lot of us in a really good place. Now, really think about that. This being the most lucrative financial market, this funds the stock market. And the difference between the foreign exchange trading market and the stock market is the foreign exchange trading market, whether the market goes up or down, you're still able to make money. And here's how. When the market goes up, you buy currency, and when the market comes down, you're selling. So whether it goes up or down, you're in a position to profit, unlike the stock market. Now, another benefit about this industry is that it's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Now, Warren Buffett said, if you haven't found a way to make money in your sleep, you're going to work until you die. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound very attractive to me. Now, obviously, we can't work 24 hours a day. We have to sleep, we have to eat, we have to spend time with our family, we have jobs, we have things that we have to do, obligations that we have to meet. But just because you have to do these things, it doesn't mean that your money can't continue to work for you. Your money doesn't need to sleep, neither does it need to eat. So 5 days a week, 24 hours a day, you can have your money working and making you more money. You can do all of this from your smartphone. Now, we like to say if you have a smartphone in this day and age and you're not making any money from it, it's not a smartphone. It's a dumb phone. So instead of just paying bills or having a bill from a smartphone, we want you to now have an income, an additional source of income from your smartphone or any wireless device that can connect to Wi-Fi or data. You're able to participate in the foreign exchange trading market. Now, very quickly, there is another industry that I'd like to bring to your attention, and that is the digital currency exchange. Now, we're definitely moving into a cashless society, and take a look. Now, you personally, do you have cash in your wallet? You probably don't, but you have a debit or a credit card. Do you get paid by cash from your job? You probably don't. You probably get, an automatic deposit into your bank account. And these are all ways to show that we're moving into a digital age. Welcome to the future. We're here. There are businesses like Starbucks, Uber, Whole Foods, Amazon. They all now accept Bitcoin as a form of payment. There are a lot of establishments that don't have sufficient coins to give you back change, so they ask you to pay with exact change or to pay with a debit or credit card. On your phone, you may have apps like Cash App, Zelle, Google Pay, Apple Pay, in the Bahamas, Canoe, or Sun Cash, simply because now you can text money from person to person. So with this being the way of the future, we want to make sure that we're all in a position to benefit from this change. We are a part of an educational platform called the I Am Mastery Academy. And through this platform, we have access to 4 different curriculums. These curriculums are the foreign exchange trading market, the high frequency exchange market, the digital currency, and also becoming an independent business owner. Now, we spoke about the foreign exchange trading market. The high frequency market is your binary options, your metal. This is where, your forward thinkers are. Your digital currency exchange, you may have heard about Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ripple. These are our digital currency where you're able to learn more about those and exchange that. As an independent business owner, you will learn how you can operate a successful business right from your home. In the I Am Mastery Academy, you have access to over 100 educators. Now, these are full-time professionals in this industry that make 6, 7, 8 figures through trading. They've been vetted, they are professionals, and they have daily sessions where they're now able to teach you the skill set of trading. As they are marking up charts, as they are analyzing trades during these live sessions, they're sharing these trade signals or these trade ideas with you so that you can be in profit for trades that they see as potentially profitable to them. They teach you how to act like a trader, think like a trader, learn the vocabulary of a trader. There's an academy that will take you from the simplest to the most complex in vocabulary, in graphs, so that you can learn exactly what these educators are talking about. So with this investment, you're going to have all of the resources that you need to be successful in this business. There's live mentorship through these educators, which means that you can ask your questions and have them answered in real time. Now, we know that everyone's busy and there's so much going on and we all have such busy schedules. There are educators around the clock. So since there are over 100 educators from all around the world, you get to choose an educator based on a time that's convenient for you. You look to see which educator you resonate with, they resonate with you, you like their teaching style, it meets your learning style, and it's convenient as far as your time is concerned. You may be a night owl. There are going to be educators available. You may be an early bird. There will be educators available. Or you may be available through the day. Whatever time it is, there will be educators available for you to subscribe to help you to learn this skill set of trading. Now we have a Hello Center, and in this Hello Center, you have products and helps that will allow you to be successful in this business. You have everything you need as far as this investment is concerned. Now, also, we like to say, choose your weapon. And our weapon of choice is the harmonic scanner. And very quickly, the harmonic scanner is an artificial intelligence software that scans the markets, that lets you know when to enter a trade, when to exit a trade, and which safety parameters you should have in these trades to make sure that you maximize your profit and minimize your losses. Another benefit of the Academy is the learn and earn on the go. Now, there aren't very many instances where you get to learn and earn at the same time. So think about this. You went to college first, and then you got a job, or you did your internship, and at the end of it, then you got compensated. But now you have the freedom to learn and earn simultaneously. This doesn't happen in most cases. Or we work and then we earn. In this case, while you're learning from these educators, you're able to make money. As they set these trades and give you the trade signals, you're able to now make this money and profit from it in the market based on the strategies that you're learning from these educators. And because you're on the go, you're going to subscribe to these educators, and they're going to send alerts to your phone as to trade ideas that they think that you should enter. So you're never going to miss an opportunity to make money. It doesn't matter how busy you are or where you are. So as you're at the grocery store, as you're at the beach, as you're at your job, you can be making money. Now, before we get into enrollment, I want to bring Peter back up. Peter, are you there? Can you join us for a moment? I just want to ask Peter a few questions just so our listeners can hear.
Yes, Miss Albury, I'm here. Can you see and hear me?
I can see and hear you, Peter. Peter, just very quickly, how long have you been in the Academy?
I've been in the Academy since the latter part of August.
Okay, so not even 2 months yet.
No.
All right, so you're still a baby in this Academy, but tell me what you like most about the Academy.
Most definitely, my favorite feature about the Academy is the go live and the overall flexibility of the platform. Because I am, like you said, a night owl, sleep, because she takes up a lot of my time. So that's my favorite part of the Academy.
Okay, we lost you for a moment, but you said that you're a night owl, and you said she takes up most of your time. Are we talking about your baby?
Yes, most definitely. My daughter takes up the majority of my time, so I do the majority of my learning in the night.
Okay, I just want to clarify that because we don't need any negative messages getting back to your wife to put you in the doghouse, okay? I just want to make sure you clear.
Right, yes.
Yes, for sure. So you love the flexibility of the Go Live platform. Awesome. And one more question, Philip. Peter, can you tell me what was your biggest trading day so far?
To date, my biggest trading day was $43 and some change. And that was so amazing because I was about to leave the office on my lunch break, and a signal came through from an educator. So I plugged it in, and in little under an hour, by the time I came back from my lunch break, I made $43 and about 50 cents. And that was just so amazing to me.
And I'm sure you were ecstatic, right? Because I'm sure on your job, you don't make $43 in an hour.
Not even close. Close.
Awesome. So thanks so much, Philip. Peter, I keep calling you Philip. I'm sorry. Thanks so much, Peter, for sharing your story with us. I appreciate you. So there you have it, guys. You know, Peter is not a professional trader. He doesn't have much background or any background. I had absolutely no background in this industry, but because you are supported by these educators, because you have a community of persons that are able to work along with you and make sure that you have the resources that you need, you know, you're able to definitely get the best bang for your buck. Now, $43 may not sound like a lot to you, but which job pays you $43 for an hour? You know, he was going on his lunch break and checked his phone and saw that he was in profit $43. You know, my biggest trading day today, I had a few days where I got like over $100 in by noon. So between 9 and 12, I was able to, you know, profit over $100. So we have persons in this academy that, you know, their stories go from 81 cents in profit straight up to getting hundreds of thousands of dollars in a day that they can purchase a home. So as I said, you know, I was really intrigued by this to know that I now have the flexibility, the time, and the opportunity to maximize my money more in a month than I did on my job, and that I can do at a bank. So you will ask, well, how do I enroll? How much is this going to cost me? Well, here's how much you invest in yourself. You invest $235 to enroll, and then your tuition is $175 a month. Now, we call it a tuition because you have access to your educators, you have access to the academy, you have access to the Go Live platform, the harmonics scanner, as well as the community, the mentorship, and the assistance that you will need to support you on this journey. Now, a lot of times we look at things when it's time to invest in ourselves and we say, oh, I don't know about that. Well, really think about this. You've spent $235 on a lot less. Now you're going to have an opportunity where this $235 is going to make you money. You're going to now have an additional stream of income. Your bundles of hair didn't give you a return on your investment. Your shoes didn't give you a return on your investment. Now you're going to position yourself to invest in yourself and be able to see some returns. A question that a lot of people ask, will I make enough money? Well, if you're talking about just covering your tuition, all you need to make is $6 a day in the market. Peter told us he made $43 on his lunch break. The other morning I was sitting down having breakfast. Within 10 minutes, I made $14. So the minimum to make to cover that $175 a month is $6 in the markets per day. And you'll definitely have an opportunity to do that. We like to say for your first 30 days, only take the trade ideas from the educators. You're not going to be a master trader in 30 days. You may not even be a master trader in 60 days, but you will be able to make money. As you're learning, remember, you're still able to earn. But you're going to take these trade ideas from the educators that they're taking for themselves, that they see as profitable, so that you can now make this money. Through the power of compounding, we're showing you a guide or a plan that you can take a $50 trading account to over $300,000 in less than a year. Now, this is based on the fact that you win every trade. Now, we know that you probably won't win every trade that you enter, but let's just say you win half the trades. You can take a $50 trading account to over $100,000 in less than a year through the power of compounding. As I said, your interest at your bank is maybe 1%, 2%, but you're able to multiply your money 5% in a day on this plan. You will have the guides of how much money you should make in the markets and how many pips that you should get. Now, some of this vocabulary may not make sense to you right now, but as soon as you enroll and you get in the academy, you're going to be talking that trader talk and walking that trader walk. And you're going to be in a position to make yourself some money. Now, how do you like free? Because there is a scholarship program that we call the 2 and Free Scholarship Program. I know I do. Now, if you refer 2 customers to this organization, your tuition is absolutely free. Your tuition is waived and you don't pay a monthly tuition as a customer if you have 2 active customers. And guess what? Let me call you investors. So investors, you do it already. You refer your friends and family to your favorite Netflix series, your favorite TV shows, your favorite restaurants and recipes, even the schools that your children go to or the church that you attend. When you love something and you find value in it, you share it with the persons closest to you that you love because you want them to be able to benefit too. So now you've learned how you can move to the right side of money. Why not introduce your friends and family to this information so that they can benefit and move to the right side of money also? You want to set yourself free. You want to set your family free also. This is some information that you can share that can change the trajectory of your life and the lives of the persons that are attached to you. Now, very quickly, as I wrap up, I just want to show you the second side of this business that's absolutely optional, but it is available to you if you want to take advantage of it. Now, statistics show that 85% of us are unhappy and unfulfilled, and we dread going to our jobs. Now, hopefully that's not you. Hopefully you're living on purpose, you're passionate about what you do, and you enjoy your job. But maybe you're looking for a little bit more, maybe a little bit more financially, maybe a little bit more flexibility in your time, or maybe just a little bit more of a challenge. You want to learn something new. Well, if that's you, you have the option of becoming an independent business owner. You can build a successful business from your home. If you have 3 or more customers that you bring to this organization or to this business, the company now pays you $25 per customer. And then you're now in a position to receive an additional $150 a month in residual income. Now, residual income, I like to say, is the most powerful type of income there is. And here's why. You do the work once, but you're paid for it over and over again. I like to think of it like Cosby Show money. You know, we sit down and we watch the Cosby Show today. Claire, Rudy, Vanessa, Theo, they're still being paid today for shows that they recorded over 30 years ago. Why not position yourself to continue to make money on work that you do one time? Now, you may say, oh, $150 is not a lot of money. Well, it's all a matter of perspective. Because if $150 were missing from your paycheck, you would be calling HR and asking a whole lot of questions. Or if $150 were added to your phone bill or your power bill, that would be a pretty big deal for you. Now, when those 3 people go ahead and share this information, you now have 12 people in your organization giving you $600 per month. And now those 12 people will go ahead and tell their friends and family. With 30 people in your organization, you're now at $1,000 per month. This compensation plan goes from $150 a month straight up to $750,000 a month. Now, that's not even on this chart right here. So we can say that that's off the charts right now. We have quite a few men in this organization that's receiving $750,000 a month. One of them is a 24-year-old senior in college. His name is Bryce Thompson, and he was recently highlighted by Forbes magazine. Go ahead and research him. He was highlighted as an entrepreneurial millionaire, or sorry, a millennial millionaire, and one of the entrepreneurs of the year. Can you imagine being a senior in college and making more money than all of your professors combined? And he's just staying in school because he promised his mother that he would get a degree, and he's keeping his word. Then we have one of the highest paid network marketers, David Imanitie, who's also getting $750,000 a month. Now, based on this compensation plan, now after those 30 people go ahead and spread the word, now you have 75 people in your organization and you are able to get $2,000 in residual income. Now that's where I currently am. You know, I've been able to share this plan with my friends and family who share it with their friends and family, and together we've built an organization of 75 people. And I've been able to get a residual income of $2,000 a month. So $500 every week is loaded on my card. That's a full-time paycheck for quite a lot of people. And then my sponsor, my enroller, KK Ramming out of Freeport, Bahamas, she owns her own salon, Stitch, and a lot of you may have heard about her. She does an excellent job as far as making money in her salon is concerned. But because she's not an essential worker, she wasn't able to go to work during the pandemic. She wasn't able to see her clients. They weren't able to see her. So she wasn't able to make her cash. Her income had stopped. But she saw an opportunity and she was able to, take advantage of it. And she gets $5,000 every month. And then our chairwoman, our leader, Sophia Lightborn, You know, she told a friend who told a friend who told a friend, and now has an organization of over 500 people, you know, our leader, and she is at $10,000 a month. Do you need to have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree to make that kind of money in this company? No, you don't. All you need to have is the will to do it. She decided that she was going to say yes to this opportunity, and she wanted to free as many of her friends and family from the Bahamas as she possibly can. And she's well on her way. So everyone that says yes and that believed in what she saw, they were able to benefit just as she was. So as I said, from $150 a month to $750,000 a month, do you see yourself on this compensation plan? Do you know someone that can benefit from residual income? Take a look at your paycheck. Take a look at your salary. Can your salary do it all? Can your salary get you to where you want to be? Maybe not. You know, what can an additional stream of income do to your monthly budget? What can it do with where you live, the car you drive, where your children go to school, where you take vacations? You know, at the beginning, I asked you to write what you wanted to become or who you wanted to become, and started off with I am. So how do you go from I am broke to I am financially free? How do you go to I am an investor? I am hopeful. Because I pray after hearing this information today, you are hopeful. You are hopeful to know that, you know, you've been praying for financial freedom. You've been praying for financial breakthrough. Here's an opportunity. Now, you heard something that may be new to us, but it's not new at all. In the past, you had to have $1 million net worth to participate in this industry, and you had to start your trading account with $100,000. That a lot of us would have been exempted. Now we have the opportunity to have access to this vehicle. I like to say that either we're action takers or we're excuse makers. And the fact that you're even on this call right now, you're an action taker. So, and I want to hope that I have two types of people on this call. Type 1 says, I heard the information. I'm ready. Tell me what I have to do to enroll. I want to be an investor. I want this additional stream of income. Or type 2 says, you know, I heard the information, but I have a few questions. That's fine too. Get back with the person that invited you to this call, and they're going to point you in the right direction to have those questions answered. We want to make sure that you make an informed decision. We want to make sure that you have all the information that you need to change your situation. We want you to do something different today that the future you is going to be proud of. Make a decision. How are you going to get to where you want to be? What vehicle are you going to use? You can't work your way to wealth. You can't save your way to wealth, but you can definitely invest your way to wealth. I'm sure you want to leave something behind for your children more than just bills. We want to leave generational wealth. We want to create generational wealth, and we don't want to just survive. We want to thrive. So I hope that I see all of you on the inside of this business. You know, take advantage of this opportunity, ingest it, digest it, and take some action with it. Hope to see you at the top, because the bottom is just way too crowded. Have a great day, and thank you for tuning in to 1 o'clock lunch money.